Alright, so this is take two on introvert doing an extrovert's job, meaning that I went to talk to people as my job. So it all began once upon a time, which was fucking yesterday. I had a job where I had to go to people and talk to them if they had insurance or not. And for low income families, we know what these people look like. Like you and your mom, you and your dad are trying to fuck. You're trying to go to like Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, fucking Joby's, and then there's like people coming up to you and they're like, oh, hello ma'am, hello sir, do you have any insurance, do you have any, like, what was the other one, like fucking phone service or whatever the fuck. And then you're like, no, 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 you're like, say no to everything. They're like, oh, we can give you like free insurance and stuff. And then you're like, no, 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 because in the back of your head you're like thinking, scam, 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 scam. Everybody thinks that's a scam because it's free. And then I was doing that. And yesterday, I went into the office at 9:30, and we were getting, like, talk, like, UC, which means smile, eye contact, enthusiasm. I'm like, okay, just giving us like, tips to go to people and talk to them like an icebreaker. So let's say that here we got Sage. I'm walking up and down basically, and then Sage just wants to go to fucking Family Dollar because she wants to buy, like, I don't know, like a toy for her dog or whatever the fuck. And I just go and interrupt her and say, oh, hello ma'am, do you have any insurance? And then she's just gonna be like looking at me like, no, no, literally she's gonna be looking at you like this, like that. So you go up to her, you're like, do you have insurance? And she rolls her eyes back because she knows what's coming up. So if Sage says, yes, I do have insurance, we will be like, oh, with who do you have it with? And she'll be like, oh, I'm with, da 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 da. And then they're like, oh, how much do you pay to da 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 da? And they're like, oh, I pay like 15, 13, or I have it for free.
Phoenix
And
tag
they're
60.
like, oh, okay, that's good. And then we say, oh, we can give you double cover. So she's gonna be having two insurance, which is gonna cover what data data covers, and you're gonna be having visual, dental, and healthcare. Yeah. And that's what I
Doors coming
basically
from
did.
behind.
Now shit you not, I stay out there for like 6 hours and shit. I fucked myself over. So basically, I stayed out there for like 7 to 6 hours. Uh, that's a cap. It was more like 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours actually. So yeah, I was outside. So we talked for a total of, I'm assuming, I don't know how many people. Probably like 30 people. But the area wasn't that busy, so we're just like chilling, and then people are like coming up to us, and we're like, oh no, they're not, we are coming up to them, and we're like, oh, do you have insurance, blah blah blah. And time passes, and I personally did not get a single fucking soul because I was too much of a bitch. I talked to one person the whole entire 7 hours that I was in the fucking street. I talked to one person. I'm like, oh, do you have any insurance? They're like, no. Oh, do you know? We can give you free insurance. I'm like, no. They kept on rejecting me. They're like, no, 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 no. And then I'm like, okay. They said no 3 times. I'm gonna go and fuck myself. And I'm just like, people do that, bro. I respect you. They know how to, they know how to play. They've been doing this for a long time, so they have some tricks up their sleeves, like, oh no, I'm in a rush. I'm like, oh, don't worry boss, it's gonna take 2 minutes. All I need is just your ID and we can have you all set up. It takes like 2 to 3 minutes, not gonna lie. But I was like, oh shit, because I literally saw them at work. They're like, oh, This lady, she was in a rush. She's like, I gotta go to work. I work at Amazon, and Amazon is they're very fucking strict. Like you miss a day, and I think I don't remember, but I was overnight over at Amazon, and I kind of got fired because I didn't get much sleep because I got siblings who screamed their fucking lungs out. And I was like, oh shit, she works at Amazon. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh yeah, we don't need to bother her. She needs to go in her very way, to get to work. But then this motherfucker's like, oh, don't worry, we can see. Because she said that she apparently did have insurance with us and shit. So they checked on the system and she didn't. And she was like, okay, don't worry, ma'am. We're gonna we just signed you up. I just need your ID. It's gonna take 2 minutes. Takes down the information, and literally this woman is in her car, right? She's in her car. She was about to go, and then this dude is out here. Let's call him Bob. Bob's out here, like opening the door. She's like, I don't know how to fucking explain it. So the door is open, and Bob is like, next to the door. That's open, right? And she's getting all the information, and bam, sell. So I'm just say like, yo, and also there's like multiple rejections, hella rejections with low amounts of sales. So basically, the more you talk to people, the more sales you're gonna get. That's logic, numbers game. And I'm just here like, yeah, no, I could never. I talked to two people, and I'm already like fucking drained. I am drained. I could not do that for a living. People that do that, yo, respect you. Even after rejection multiple times, shit, you got my highest respect, man. I could never. Fuck that. An introvert being an extrovert's job, like obviously, all of us need to get like a fucking job and shit. Because you work, you survive and shit. So basically, sorry, I got distracted by the cupcake. So basically, I had a job as it was at a restaurant, but I got fired for eating food. I can get into that some different time. That's if y'all want the restaurant story, whatever the fuck that I got fired from. But yeah, obviously I'm gonna have a fucking job. Being at the restaurant, the customer comes to me because I was a host, a guest specialist. But easily a fucking host. So people come up to me and they're like, oh, I have reservations. I fucking suck. Anyways, yeah, people come up to me. They're like, oh, table for two, table for three. I have a big party. I want to make reservations. They come and ask me. I'm like, okay, I was cool with that because I got used to it. Because I used to be a buzzer, so people talking to me, I'm like, I start to get comfortable with that. Then I turn into a host, and then I was like, oh, we chilling, and then I got fired. Anyways, going into this job is the complete opposite. I need to go to Sage and be like, yo, Sage, you got fucking insurance? They're like, yes, you got insurance, because you're fucking Sage, you provide your own fucking healing balls. Like, bruh. Oh, I don't need that. But thank you. But yeah, just doing that little interaction, I'm like, oh, nothing weird happened. At times I can like you get me fucked up. Like, I'm Hispanic, so give me some shots of tequila and I'll be like, hey, yo, what's up, homeboy? You got that fucking insurance? Shit. But I gotta be sober at the job, obviously. I gotta drive there. I don't wanna fucking crash or get like fucking DUI. Yeah, like you get me drunk. Yeah, shit. I'm like, hey, yo, I'll be the fucking social butterfly. This is me whenever I'm high or drunk, right there. And I can't. Me, basically, more of the story. If you get a job and you personally need to go to talk to them and you're an introvert, I'm saving you the trouble. Don't even try. Just start looking for another job. Oh, you got an interview for it? I'm telling you, they're gonna tell you, oh, this job, you need to be out of your comfort zone. I'm like, oh, I said, oh, that's easy. What's the worst that could happen? I was fucking shitting bricks. I could never. I know. But yeah, fellow introverts, don't get too much of a fucking extroverted type of job. It's better for the customer to come to you than you go to them, because they're gonna be like, no, I don't want this. I don't want this. Go, leave me alone type shit. And yeah, if y'all want that, you know, restaurant story of me getting fired because of food, let me know, and I'll tell the story the best of my abilities, since you can tell that my fucking storytelling is fucking dog shit. And my voice is kind of scrapey like fucking sandpaper. Shut the fuck up. I got that shit. Oh, okay. All right, I'm ending the video. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Good boy.